Among the veiled messages of the recently concluded PAM convention is that there is undermining of the unity concept from within the Team Unity government. At least two speakers made reference to the situation, both suggesting, in their words, degrees of selfishness and greed. Leading comments on the situation came from featured speaker Premier Mark Brantley of the Concerned Citizens Movement, who himself is an elected member of the tripartite Team Unity government. According to Brantley, it seems there is an attempt to deviate from the Charleston Accord. On this issue, it appears speakers were pointing to the People's Labour Party, headed by Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, who was present at the convention.
I am hearing in some quarters that there's nothing wrong with any unity leader being Prime Minister for more than 2 terms. Suddenly I'm hearing in some quarters that members of Team Unity are giving financial and other support to the political opponents of CCM in Nevis. Suddenly I'm hearing in some quarters that candidates are being recruited to run in constituencies against the principles of Team Unity, where only a single candidate is permitted to run. Suddenly, all of a sudden, I am hearing in some quarters of the Charleston Accord and other documents forming the very core basis of our tripartite Team Unity government are but useless pieces of paper, not enforceable in a court of law. But my friends, let me, Mark Anthony Graham Brantley, son of Vicky and Orvin, let me be pellucid this afternoon. If the core principles of Team Unity, reduced into writing and signed before God and man by the leaders of the political parties of Team Unity, and now for convenience to be cast aside as mere worthless pieces of paper, then it means that Team Unity was merely a launching pad for personal power and self-aggrandizement.
Similarly, PAM's political leader warned Kittitions and Divisions that the concept of unity is under attack by what he calls selfishness and greed. He stated that as leader of PAM, he is committed to the foundational principles that created Team Unity and will not be supporting deviant behavior.
For the unity concept to survive, we must all stay true to the premise of the promise. Part of that premise, is that each party will only field candidates in certain constituencies. And the People's Action Movement has kept its word on this promise. In 2015, we gave a promise to run in 6 constituencies in St. Kitts. For PLP to field candidates in the other 2 constituencies in St. Kitts, and for the CCM to field all of the candidates in Nevis. In 2020, the PAM gave further accommodation for a next candidate in St. Kitts to be run by PLP. However, there's an old saying that says, you give some people an inch and they want to take a mile. Tonight, I want those that want to go the mile, that Sean ain't going a mile with nobody.
So don't you mix me up in your dirty game. You're only trying to talk.
The inch given remains the inch, and not 1 inch extra.
We just said PAM will not give any further concessions to any party in the coalition. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.